So hey there, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we'll be talking about the Rockstar state of e-commerce in 2024. So starting out the video, this is the table of the contents that we are going to talk about. Is e-commerce skyrockets in 2024. BOPIS sales lead the way. Highs and lows in certain categories. The holiday effect on the state of e-commerce. The big outlook for e-commerce in 2024. Need to ramp up digital marketing strategy. Then we have e-commerce in 2024 is like nothing we have seen before, mainly attributed to the global COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent stores. These are the things that are really admit or difference create the difference in the e-commerce industry. So sharpen new heights and soared past expectation. No one knows how long this will last, if these new behaviors will become commonplace. However, we can look to predictions for a small glimpse into the rest of 2024 as we round the year. So these are really essential things about the thing that we are talking about. But the main thing is e-commerce skyrockets in 24. That's the real thing. So the U.S. Department of Commerce data shows commerce data shows online consumer spending was up 30.1% in the first two quarters of 2024 compared with the same time period in 2019. The majority of this occurred in the second quarter, which began shortly after the pandemic forced people to stay home, work from home, exercise from home, and even learn from home. So these are really important things about the boom of e-commerce. These things that come after the COVID attack are becomes common nowadays. So Adobe Analytics attributes an extra 107 billion in online sales to the pandemic. Beginning in March later in the year, US online sales increased to 42%. 42% per year over year in August, a slight decline from the high in July, which has 55% year over year. Interestingly, smartphone sales generated 40% of online sales so far in 2020, even though people have seen a turning away from their phones while spending more time at home. So the next thing is BOPIS sales lead the way, BOPIS sales lead the way. BOPIS buy online pickup in store sales have been more impressive, up a whopping 259% year over year in August. Purchases are driven by the convenience and speed of buying and acquiring products the same day, frequently referred to as click and collect transactions. Shipping delays from online retailers also motivated consumers to purchase from brick and mortar locations where they didn't have to wait for deliveries or wonder when they would arrive in the first place. Not while Bopways is it a purely e-commerce experience, since consumers pick up products from the store. It's still considered a digital commerce transaction with payment occurring online. So highs and lows in certain categories. While consumer online spending has increased dramatically over 2020, the activity looks different across the categories. For example, apparel experienced a boost in digital purchases in May, but has declining every month since then. On the other hand, categories like electronics and groceries have seen increased spending in August, with the consumer spending more on grocery bills since the beginning of the pandemic. Your grocery inflation, it's a new high. So the holiday effect on state of e-commerce, while the expectations for holiday spending are low in general, Deloitte forecast it to be only 1.5% compared to the same time last year. E-commerce holiday sales are expected to surge by 25 to 35% year over year from November 2020 through January 2021. That number was 14.1%, 14.7% from November 2019 through January 2020. In total, digital commerce is expected to generate between 182 to 196 billion US dollars this holiday season, according to the same Deloitte survey. The growing numbers are driven by consumers' preferences to buy online rather than in brick and mortar stores. A recent poll reveals 71% of US adults plan to do more than half of their holiday shopping online this year. So the big outlook for e-commerce in 2024, according to e-market, e-commerce is polished. It's like a poised to grow 18%, following a 14.9% gain in 2019, driven by the new consumer behaviors on both personal and professional levels. Digital purchases are rising in way we didn't even expect in the at the onset of 2024. Nowadays, consumers are more comfortable purchasing products online and either having them delivered or picking them up on their on rather than spending time scoring it's like ASOS of brick and mortar stores. It remains to be seen whether these same buyers prefers to maintain these new models. It's like methods of shopping or return to business as usual. Once life returns to the way we know once it or same version of that. So that was all for this video.